Am I in the air?
Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back once again to another brand new episode of Am I on the Air? My name is Don Mega, and I'm your host. I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news, television, movies, non-spoiler reviews. You come right here to Am I on the Air on a week-to-week basis. It's season 28, episode 27, and tonight's show is titled Say Your Prayers. I got 3 non-spoiler movie reviews to talk about, a couple TV shows, then of course we'll get on into the news of the week. We're breaking down everything from July 10th through today, July the 16th. So strap on in and let's get her going. We're going to be kicking things off on the movie side, non-spoiler, and I'm going to start off with the surprise hit of the weekend, Longlegs. Man, the adventure for Longlegs. I was so excited for this movie. And I was very excited about it because there's not much known about it. You know, they put out these really eerie teaser trailers for it over the last couple months where it didn't show you nothing. A lot of people didn't even know that Nicolas Cage was in this movie, that he was Longlegs, he was the bad guy. Didn't even show him in the previews, right? It just looked like a Silence of the Lambs kind of serial killer drama. And I was there for it. And as the marketing started ramping up, I just thought it looked better and better and better. My brother-in-law hit me up a couple weeks ago and he was like, yo, I got no one to go see Longlegs with. You want to go watch it? And I was like, hells yeah, of course I want to go watch it. So when it comes out, let's go. Me and you, let's do this thing brother style, right? So we're very excited, very excited. And I'm a big Nicolas Cage fan, love Nicolas Cage. This, like I said, looks so good. So we went to the theater, we checked it out opening night. I don't see what the hype is about at all. And it bugs me. This is another one of those movies. Before it came out, it was like touting 100% Rotten Tomatoes, right? 100% critics. This movie is insane. It's so good. And then the movie came out on the preview night and that went away, right? I mean, the critic rating's still very high, sitting in the 90% range still. But the audience side was like 60%. And I was like, I told my brother in law, I said, man, that's one of those things. It doesn't look super promising, but let's go see how this plays out. And it's one of those divisive movies where I go on Twitter or I go on Threads and half the people are like me going, what the fuck did I just watch? This movie fucking did not hit the mark that I wanted it to. And then the other half of the people are like, oh my God, this is like one of the best movies of the year. It's one of the best horror movies in years. Nicolas Cage was amazing. Blah, 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 blah. This movie's so incredible. And it's so funny how movies resonate so differently with all of us, right? Like, it's so nuts to me. And that's what's cool about movies. It is the subjectivity of it that it can click with some people so well. And then other people, it's like, what? It just didn't click for me. This movie is only an hour and 41 minutes. It felt like it was 3.5 hours. I just remember being like, wrap this thing up. I want to go home. I want to get the hell out of here. I found it very sluggish, very boring. Yes, it's tense at times. I at first thought some of the direction decisions were a little weird, but as the movie went on, I kind of dug it. And I just I don't know, man. It bums me out. It really bums me out because I had such high expectations, and that might be why I'm so negative on this movie because it just didn't hit those expectations. I don't feel like the movie's horrible, But at the same time, like when the credits hit, I was like, wow, okay, like that's not what I thought we were coming to see, and I'm a little bummed by that. And walking out to the car, I asked as soon as we walked out the door, my brother-in-law said, "What'd you think?" And I said, "I did not care for it very much." I said, "What'd you think?" And he said, "I liked it, but the worst part about the movie was Nicolas Cage." And when he said that, I was like, "Wow, I think you're right." Because as much as we love Nicolas Cage, I didn't find Longlegs very scary. He was just a weird, demented dude who was very Nicolas Cagey. He was over the top stupid. It was just, singing and screaming and just doing weird shit to do weird shit. It didn't make much sense. And it really takes you out of the movie. That's what my brother-in-law said. Every time Nicolas Cage was on screen, it took me out of the movie. And I really got to agree, man. It really does. It snaps you out of it. Like he's kind of creepy in the beginning when you first meet the character, but then it just gets slapstick silly like an SNL sketch the more that the show goes on or the movie goes on. And that sucks. So, he's one of the big selling points for me and it didn't work. And then you got Micah Monroe, who's the lead FBI agent, and I hated her character too. She was just so blah and dumb and not personable and just not a likable person. So that didn't work for me either. Blair Underwood is the head of the FBI, and I thought he did a great job. So congrats to him. Alicia Witt did a great job. Some of the supporting cast, very, very good. It is directed pretty good by Osgood Perkins. Um, but overall, man, I was disappointed in this one, and it's just okay at best. And I don't know if I'd ever sit through it again. So, if you loved it and you felt like it's one of these horror movies that really got to your soul and made you think about things, good for you. I'm very, very happy for you. Like I said, the film is very subjective. My boy Friggins, shout out to Friggins. We never really agree on movies, and this is another pure example of it. He gave this movie 5 stars, which I'm blown away by. Like, never in a million years would have thought he would have gave this 5 stars because it is not a 5 star movie. Even if you really like this film, maybe 4 at best. But 5 is a super stretch. Friggins, I told you this the other day. I feel like you're giving out 5 stars like candy. I haven't even given out a single 5 star review this year yet. Slow your roll. But he gave it 5 stars, and I'm gonna give it 2. It is just okay at best. So, but that just goes to show you once again the divisiveness, right? You're either like meh, like me, or you're like, wow, that was amazing, like him. So, if you loved it, congrats. I wish I would have loved it because I was so excited for this movie. So, again, just 2 out of 5 stars for me on Long Legs. I then checked out going back over to Netflix. I know I'm a couple weeks behind on this one. This one came out about a month ago, actually, and but I haven't had a chance to get to it. But I finally did, and that's Hitman. This is the one directed by Richard Linklater, and it stars Glenn Powell along with the so sexy Adria Arjona. And this one here is based on a true story with some extra stuff thrown in that is not part of the true story. So mostly true story. I thought the trailers looked cute for this. I was like, cool, we'll see what happens. And then same thing. I've had some friends and family watch it and say, dude, have you not watched this yet? You need to check it out. So I did over the weekend. And I really, really like this movie. I had a blast with this one here. Glenn Powell is awesome. This one here is about a mild mannered professor who moonlights as a fake hitman and police stings, and he ignites a chain reaction of trouble when he falls for a potential client. So, yeah, so he is a guy who was just a teacher. He's kind of a little nerdy teacher, and he ends up having to portray a hitman in a sting. And he ends up doing really, really well with it. That the police start using him in these stings, and he starts playing all these different characters, and he starts suckering all these people in who want to hire a hitman, but he's not a real hitman. But then he meets Adria's character and he ends up falling for her, and then there's a kind of a conspiracy twist that goes with that. That's as far as I'll go with it. Movie's got it's really funny. It's got a good romance in it. I like the little crime aspect. Overall, it really, really worked for me. This is a big thumbs up. Check it out on Netflix. I give Hitman 4 out of 5 stars. And then my daughter has been begging me since the movie came out to check out the Garfield movie with her. And it finally hit VOD. So I said, okay, well, we can watch it at home now. I don't have to drag myself to the theater to see this. Let's check out Garfield. And we did. And I gotta say, it was way better than I ever expected it to be. I actually laughed pretty consistently at this movie. There's a lot of adult jokes. A lot of the jokes just hit really well. It's slapsticky. It's funny, man. Garfield is just a funny ass cat. I thought Chris Pratt did a great job. You got Samuel L. Jackson as a voice in here. Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso. Ving Rhames. We have the meats was in this. Nicholas Holt, Cecily Strong, Harvey Gellin, Brett Goldstein, Bowen Yang, Snoop Dogg. The voice cast goes on and on and on. It was so solid. And this one here, Garfield, the world famous Monday hating, lasagna loving indoor cat, is about to have a wild outdoor adventure after an unexpected reunion with his long lost father. The scruffy street cat Vic, Garfield, and his canine friend Odie are forced from their perfectly pampered life into joining Vic in a hilarious and high stakes heist. Like I said, man, it's a silly kids movie. Don't expect anything new or groundbreaking here, but it's a fun time, man. My daughter loved it, and I gotta say, I didn't mind watching it. I smiled and I laughed a lot, and that's all you hope to get out of a movie like this. So I'll give Garfield a nice 3 out of 5 stars. It was a fun little time. Check it out for the fam. All right, so let's recap here. Longlegs now in theaters, 2 out of 5 stars. Hitman over on Netflix, 4 out of 5 stars, and the Garfield movie now on VOD, 3 out of 5 stars. Over on the TV side, the new show of the week that I checked out is the Sausage Party TV show. That's right, Sausage Party, Foodtopia. And a lot of you didn't even know this thing was coming. Remember this movie, Sausage Party, came out many years ago. It was an animated movie, rated R, with Seth Rogen doing his voices, and the food is all nasty and doing stupid, crazy shit. It was an okay movie. I didn't love Sausage Party. It was just okay. But, some of the stuff hits pretty well. But I heard they were making a TV show out of it, and I was like, okay, if they're bringing back the original voice cast, why not? Let's see what happens. And they did. Seth Rogen is back, Kristen Wiig, Michael Cera, Edward Norton, whole bunch of people are all back from the movie. So I checked out the first episode. And I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm just getting too old for this shit. Sounding like I'm out Lethal Weapon. But I didn't find the first episode that funny. I found it kind of crude. I found it like really silly over the top, and it didn't really work for me. All the episodes are now streaming on Prime Video. I will continue to check it out. I'll see how the other episodes are. They're really quick, like 25-minute episodes, and I think there's only 6 of them or 8 of them. So I'll continue to give it a shot, and we'll see what happens. This one here takes place after the great food fight has ended, and food has reigned victorious over humanity, and they're free to create their own foodtopia, but not everything is as it seems. So you know how that goes. But yeah, like I said, not a fan of the first episode, but we'll see how it plays out. So Sausage Party Foodtopia now streaming on Prime Video. And that's the only new show of the week, but I do want to shout out because tonight was the finale of The Acolyte over on Disney Plus. I know the show has been super divisive as well. A lot of people love it, some people hate it. It's just who knows what side of the fence you land on. I've been overall, I've really enjoyed the show. It has had some episodes that I'm like, kind of head scratchers. But overall, I've really enjoyed it. And I gotta say, I thought the finale was fantastic. There was some really cool shit that happened. There's some awesome lightsaber fights. There's a lot of mystery. There's a lot of things they set up for a potential season two. We don't know if we're gonna get a season two or not, but we hope we do, and we'll see what ends up happening with that. So, yeah, man, I just really enjoyed it. Wanted to give it a shout out and check out Acolyte series or season finale. We'll see what goes. We'll see if it gets that green light for season two. I hope it does after what they've teased. So I'm ready for it. But check out Acolyte for sure over on Disney Plus. All right, let's get on over to the box office. Coming in and number 10 is Indian 2. Number 9, Sound of Hope, the story of Possum Trot. Number 8, Maxine. Number 7, Horizon, an American Saga. Chapter 1. Number 6, Bad Boys Ride or Die. Number 5 is a debut, Fly Me to the Moon, with Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson. That comes in number 5. Number 4 is A Quiet Place Day 1. Number 3 is Inside Out 2. Number 2, I told you Longlegs made a big debut, man. Number 2 with $22.4 million. It's distributed by the company Neon. This is their biggest debut ever for Neon. And but congratulations, man. This is Nicolas Cage's biggest movie in like 25 years also as well. It's such a big debut, man. I think National Treasure was his last bigger debut way ago. So congratulations for Longlegs number 2 with 22.4, and number 1 once again was Despicable Me 4 with another $43.5 million, only a 41% drop. So congratulations there to keep that rolling along. All right, let's get into our news of the week. Coming in, we got Severance. A lot of people have been wondering where the hell is the season 2 of Severance over on Apple TV Plus. Well, I got that answer for you. Severance season 2 is returning to the office on Apple TV Plus on January 17th, 2025. That's right. You got to wait till next year, which is insane, man. I thought for sure that we're going to drop this movie or this show this year, but we got to wait till January 17th, 2025. Zoe Kravitz is in talks to join Austin Butler in Darren Aronofsky's new film Caught Stealing. FX is putting the old man back to work. That's right. Jeff Bridges is coming back for another season of The Old Man, and that'll be hitting FX this year. Emilia Clarke has been cast in the lead role of the upcoming Prime Video drama series called Criminal, which is based on the graphic novel series created by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. So great casting there with Emilia Clarke. Bachelor in Paradise has been renewed for season 10 over at ABC. We were just talking box office, and in the middle there is Horizon, an American Saga, Kevin Costner's Western. It's not faring very well, though. Kevin Costner's period Western Horizon was supposed to release Chapter 2 in August, and it has now been pulled from the theaters. That's right, the film is being pulled from its release calendar after Chapter 1 bit the dust in its theatrical debut just a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, man, Chapter 1 did not do it, so Chapter 2 is being pulled. We don't know when it's going to come out. They're saying it'll still get a theatrical release, but they say they're pulling it to give people more time to find chapter 1 and watch it, since no one watched it, because you can't put out a sequel. No one's Who's going to see the sequel if they never saw the original one. So we'll see what ends up happening with this, but man, this is a lot of money lost for Horizon. Sean Levy's Star Wars movie has tapped the Adam Project writer Jonathan Troper for to write his new Star Wars film, which is really exciting to me because he did Banshee, which is one of my all-time favorite shows. So I'm glad to see that they're working together, and that's going to be pretty awesome right there. Hulu has nabbed Bill Burr's next stand-up special. Pat Sajak will be returning to Wheel of Fortune as the host of Celebrity Wheel of Fortune. So over there, so even though he just retired, he'll be back for the Celebrity edition. Box office milestone: Inside Out 2 has become Pixar's top-grossing movie of all time globally. So congratulations there. That's pretty awesome. A Baywatch documentary series has been set over at Hulu and will feature never-before-seen Pamela Anderson interviews. Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh find everlasting love in the new film We Live in Time. We got the new trailer for that. American Sports Story is coming in September to FX as well. Jennifer Lawrence is set to star in the feature Why Don't You Love Me, which is an adaptation of the Paul B. Rainey graphic novel. For All Mankind, Season 5 has added Morel Enos to the cast. She is awesome, so that'll be a nice addition there. New Jay and Silent Bob movie is still in the works from Kevin Smith, and he hopes to get going on that before the end of the year. Taylor Schilling has joined the cast of Accused for season 2. I really like Accused, so glad to see that they're still moving forward on season 2 there. Renee Zellweger is set to star in the new Jane Smith Max series. VHS Beyond is going to be hitting with Justin Long and Kate Siegel. It's a new horror sequel coming out October 4th. I used to love the VHS series, but the last couple of movies have been dog shit. So I don't know how I feel about VHS Beyond. Hopefully, this is a return to form, but we will see on October 4th. Reasonable Doubt Season 2 trailer has come out, and it features Morris Chestnut. So check that out. ABC has set its fall schedule for Grey's Anatomy, Abbott Elementary, Dancing with the Stars, 911, and a whole bunch more. So check out that to see when your shows come out. John Krasinski's If is now streaming over on Paramount Plus. So if you missed this one in the theater, definitely give it a watch. It's a cute little film now on Paramount Plus. Ellen DeGeneres says she plans to quit fame after her latest comedy tour ends. She admits, I can be demanding and impatient and tough. I am a strong woman. I am many things, but I am not mean. So that's what she says, but she's wrapping it up, man. She's going away from that limelight. So there you go there. Matthew Rhys, Katie Sackhoff, Titus Welliver, Michael Severus, and Troy Baker are among the voice actors cast in Watchmen Chapter 1. That's right, the new animated feature adaptation of Alan Moore and Dave Gibson's semi annual graphic novel. So big voice cast there for that. Watchmen, the animated movie. Um, yeah, moving forward there, Matthew Rhys will be Night Owl, Katie Sackhoff as Silk Spectre, and Titus Welliver as Rorschach. So there you go, man. That's going to be pretty cool. I know a lot of people are very excited for that one. Shailene Woodley, Betty Gilpin, and DeWanda Wise star in Three Women. We have the first trailer for that, which is going to be hitting stars. Speaking of stars, they have also grabbed the US and Canada rights for Ella Purnell's new thriller Sweet Pea. That name sounds familiar. This is the girl everybody fell in love with the Fallout series, so good to see she's got something else coming up here. It is Prime Day today and tomorrow, I believe, and you can get Stars, MGM Plus, BritBox, VIX, pretty much all your favorite streaming services for real cheap right now if you check out Prime Day, so go for that. Minions 3. Was there any doubt we were going to get another Minions movie now that Despicable Me 4 has killed it? The Minions 3 will march in the theaters on June 2027. So yeah, it's going to be a while, but you're getting a Minions 3. Michael Bay is moving to TV. That's right. He's going to be looking to go to the Vault Comics Barbaric. That's right. It's going to star Sam Claflin and Patrick Stewart. Like that little casting there. So, hey, man, love me some Michael Bay. Let's see what he does on the TV side for show. Nicole Kidman, Liev Schreiber, the head of family of suspects in a murder case in the new Netflix series, The Perfect Couple. And you can check out the first teaser trailer for that. Demi Moore's new movie, The Substance. We have the first teaser trailer for that as well. Demi Moore plays an aging Hollywood star who embraces a secret cloning procedure to save her career. So check out the teaser for The Substance. This is the movie that got rave reviews at all the festivals this year, and I really like this little teaser trailer, man. I am excited for this one. I'll be checking it out for sure. Criminal has also added Luke Evans to the cast. Remember, we already talked about Emilia Clarke coming, and now we got Luke Evans joining up with it. Disney Plus has set the release date for Young Woman and the Sea. That's right, it's Daisy Ridley's sports drama that came out in limited release a couple months ago. It's going to be hitting Disney Plus this week on July 19th, so keep an eye out for that. A Martin prequel drama series is in the works. That's right, Martin Lawrence has said that a prequel drama series is in development, something that they're working on about Martin's younger days. So I wish we get a sequel series. I don't know about a prequel, but hey, we'll see how it goes because I do like the spinoff of Bel Air. So maybe if they do something similar, never know. Let's see here. Melissa Barrera has another horror rom-com coming out down the road called Young Monster. American Sports Story, The Aaron Hernandez is coming from Ryan Murphy. The new crime drama will hit September 17th. The Penguin and Dune Prophecy are now going to be HBO originals. I think we talked about this on last week's show when they made the Green Lantern show and what was the other one? Green Lantern and Harry Potter. Those were going to be Max originals, and then they made them HBO originals. And everybody was making this big deal about it, like, oh wow, this is such a big deal. It's not a big deal. This is all a marketing play to move these shows onto regular HBO, and then they're going to still stream on Max. So it is what it is. But I was wondering if they were going to do this for Penguin and Dune, and here we are. Yes, they are. So there you go. HBO originals. So they'll be streaming on regular HBO and Max, same time, every day, whatever. Doesn't change anything. um, let's see here. Sorry, there's a couple things here I don't want. get into because we already talked about them before. Will Forte and D'Arce Carden are set to star in a new dark dramedy series called Sunny Nights. Hey, anything with Will Forte, I will definitely check out. Hallmark is getting a new streaming service. That's right. It's getting a new name and it's going to get a price hike. So there you go for all of you that love your Hallmark. Check that out. Let's see here. September 5th is when we will get the new Nicole Kidman, Liev Schreiber perfect couple show. I think it looks really good, man. Liev Schreiber, Megan Fahey, Eve Hewson, Dakota Fanning, Jack Rayner. Looks good, man. I really like this trailer, so definitely check out that if you haven't seen it yet. We got a nice little surprise last week, too, with the first teaser poster and first teaser trailer for Captain America Brave New World, which is the first movie with Anthony Mackie in the lead role as Captain America. The teaser poster is awesome. It's the shield with the red Hulk hands smashing it. It's such a cool poster, man. Movie comes out February 14th, Valentine's Day, baby, 2025. The trailer, I love it. It gives very much Winter Soldier vibes. It looks so good. It's a political thriller. I'm so ready, man. I'm glad Marvel is feeling confident about this. I know they just did some reshoots, but for them to release a trailer this early for a movie that comes out in February of next year shows a lot of promise, and they wanted to show the world about it. So I love it. Congratulations to Presumed Innocent, which has been renewed for season 2 over on Apple TV Plus. I love this show. I'm still watching season 1 right now with Jake Gyllenhaal. It looks like season 2 is going to be like an anthology series. They're going to have a new case, new people, and yeah, new season, new case. Let's go. Presumed Innocent season 2. I'm ready. So I'm glad to see that that one's getting picked up. Godzilla minus one minus color. That's right. For all of you out there that seem to like these black and white versions of movies for some reason, it's coming to Netflix on August 1st. Euphoria fans get excited because season 3 is going into production in January of 2025. And yes, all of your lead stars are coming back for it. So congratulations there. I know a lot of people are very excited that they're getting their Euphoria back next year. Trucking along there. Let's see here. CBS backloads its fall premieres for a big October push. So they're going to be dumping a lot of stuff in October. So keep an eye out for that over on CBS to see what's coming and going there. Um, the judge has dismissed Alec Baldwin's Rush trial. I know we haven't talked about this much because I don't like to get like into court cases and stuff, but Alec Baldwin's trial for involuntary manslaughter for the shooting of the Rush cinematographer Helena Hutchins has been dismissed in New Mexico. So we're moving forward from that. Emerald Fennell is set to set her next movie as a Wuthering Heights adaptation. Um, Regina King has been cast in the new Darren Aronofsky movie Caught Stealing with Austin Butler. Your Honor and American Vandal season 3 updates given by CBS Studios. This is funny because Your Honor is a show with Bryan Cranston that came out several years ago. They did 2 seasons over on Showtime. Netflix has the rights now, and Netflix put it up, and everybody's watching it now, thinking, "Oh, this Bryan Cranston show is pretty cool. I can't wait for season 3." And it's like, yo, there is no season 3. This was a 2-season show that ended 2 years ago, and it was a Showtime show. Like, I love when people find shows years later on Netflix and think like it's some Netflix original stuff. Um, American Vandal's another one that was owned by CBS and then Netflix picked it up, and there's a rights issue with that one as well too. But especially with Your Honor, it's doing really, really, really well on Netflix, and it's gotten a lot of people writing in saying we would love to see a season 3. And now the people behind Your Honor are like, well, we only meant it to be, the 2 seasons, but if people really want it, we'll maybe try to figure out a way. I'll tell you guys this. Your Honor was meant to be a 1-season show. 1 season. And it did really well, and they brought it back for a second season. The second season was a stretch. It was a very big stretch to do, but they did it. And at the end of the day, when that show was over, it was like, okay, cool. Like, you can't do any more really with this show. So bringing it back for season 3, I don't see it happening. And it doesn't need it. So as much as people love those first 2 seasons, it really doesn't need it. But we'll see if anything happens with American Vandal too. I don't see that happening either. That's been off the air for many more years than Your Honor has been. Hell House LLC Lineage. That's right. Teaser trailer is dropped for the next movie in the Shudder found footage horror series. CBS has its fall premiere dates for Tracker, NCIS, FBI, CBS, Matlock, and a whole bunch more of their new shows that they're doing. So check that out to see when your favorite's coming back. Young Sheldon spinoff Zoe Perry and Annie Potts are set to appear in the Georgie and Mandy pilot. Of course, no shocker there. I don't think they're moving or anything, so it'd be kind of weird if you didn't have any kind of crossover there with Young Sheldon. But the show will debut on October 17th, by the way. Um, Channing Tatum and Gemma Chan are set to star in a new film from Soft and Quiet director Beth D'Ario. It's called Josephine. Um, and some really sad news over the weekend. Shannon Doherty passed away. Known, of course, for her role in Beverly Hills 90210 as Brenda, and of course on Charmed. She died after being diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015. She's been struggling with that for a long time. She was only 53 years old. Love Shannon Doherty. I was a big 90210 fan growing up, so this was a bummer to see that she had passed. A lot of people loved her, and definitely all our thoughts and prayers are out to her friends and her family. All right. We have your 2024 Nickelodeon Kids Choice Award winners to check out if you're interested. Mandy Patinkin is booking an arc on Brilliant Minds, which is the new show that they're doing with Zachary Quinto. Let's see here. We already talked box office, so I'm going to skip through some of this. Lori Petty and Bobby Moynihan are set to join CBS NCIS's Origins spinoff series that they're doing. Timothy Chalamet is in talks to star in Josh Safdie's next film, Marty Supreme. Showtime's The Agency has officially added Jodie Turner-Smith to the cast. The Morning Show Season 4 has added Mufasa's Aaron Pierre to recur on it. Bad Boys Ride or Die is going to hit digital on July 23rd. Time Bandits Season 2 is in the works already, even ahead of the debut coming later this month on Apple TV+. Um, we have the trailer for Lee, which is Kate Winslet's World War II biopic. We have the trailer for Honora, which is Neon's new drama from the Florida Project director Sean Baker. Reginald the Vampire has been canceled by Sci-Fi after 2 seasons. I really like this show. This was a cute, fun show with Ned from the Spider-Man movies. So I'm a little sad to see this one go. I'm happy though that what is coming back is Loot. That's right, Loot is coming back for season 3 over on Apple TV Plus. I love Loot. If you like good comedies and you're looking for something new to watch and you haven't seen Loot, 2 seasons for you to go laugh your ass off at over on Apple TV Plus. Congratulations to Maya Rudolph and the whole cast coming back for season 3. Inspired by the chilling true story of possession, The Deliverance is coming from Lee Daniels on August 30th. Andra Day, Glenn Close, Monique, Anthony B. Jenkins, Miss Lawrence, Demi Singleton, Tasha Smith, and Omar Epps all star in this thing. So check it out. It is coming August 30th over on Netflix. Speaking of Netflix, they also announced that 13 AMC series are going to be coming to the US version of Netflix on August 19th. Discovery of Witches, Interview with the Vampire Season 1, Mayfair Witches, Dark Winds, Fear the Walking Dead, Gangs of London, Into the Badlands, Kevin Kneff himself, Monsieur Spade, Preacher, That Dirty Black Bag, The Terror Season 1, and The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, all coming to Netflix on August 19th. Craziness, right? Because AMC has their own streamer. They have AMC Plus. I don't know why all these things are going to Netflix, but at the end of the day, it's all about that dollar dollar. Let's see here. The Killer is coming. That's right. John Woo making an English version of his own movie. So this is the first. I think this is the first time this has happened. So John Woo is bringing The Killer August 23rd. And this one here is going to go straight to Peacock. So it is a Peacock original film. So check out The Killer. We have the first trailer for that. A Madonna biopic is in the works, supposedly again. Poker Face season 2, man, I love Poker Face season 1, such a good show. Katie Holmes, Kumail Nanjiani, Giancarlo Esposito, Gabby Hoffman have all been tapped to be guest stars on season 2 of the hit Peacock series, so that's awesome casting there. We have the new A24 trailer for A Different Man, which stars Sebastian Stan. So very interesting trailer here to check out. Um, let's see here. Prime Video's Young Sherlock series has added Colin Firth to the cast. That's right, the show is inspired by author Andy Lane's Young Sherlock Holmes novel series, and Firth will play a character named Sir Bookfulus Hodge. We all love Colin Firth. Of course, the Kingsman movie's so good. And yeah, I think he'll be great in a little young Sherlock there. Octavia Spencer's Lost Woman and Feds have both been renewed over at Investigation Discovery. Warner Brothers has set a new animated musical called Bad Fairies for a 2027 release date. Halle Berry has exited Ryan Murphy's Hulu legal drama. Curious what happened there because she just signed on for this thing and now she's already gone from it. We have the teaser trailer for Across the River and Into the Trees. This is another Leif Schreiber movie. It's a new Hemingway film, so check that out. We have your first look photos at Apartment 7A, which is Julia Garner's new Rosemary's Baby prequel. Girl, you know it's true. That's right. We have the trailer for the Milli Vanilli biopic, and it's hitting theaters and digital on August 9th. We have the trailer for Monster Summer, which is the spooky family adventure starring Mel Gibson. Netflix has ordered a Duffer Brothers horror show called Something Very Bad Is Gonna Happen. Of course, the Duffer Brothers do Stranger Things, so this is pretty cool here that they already have another project all lined up. I'm there for it. Megan 2.0 has officially started production, so that's awesome there. Jermaine Clement from What We Do in the Shadows has just been added to the cast as well. Kevin Feige says Deadpool and Wolverine is the most wholesome R-rated film you'll ever see. So that makes me cool. Maybe I'll bring my daughter to it. I don't know. I got to go check it out first, but then maybe second viewing we'll bring my daughter to it if she wants to. 911 Lone Star shocker. Yes, another season 5 shocker. Who is resigning from the 126? Check out the article to see who's not coming back. And speaking of 911 Lone Star, Fox has announced the fall premiere dates, not only for Lone Star, but The Masked Singer, Rescue High Surf, and a whole bunch more. So check that out if you're interested. Blue Bloods TV series in development. No, not that Blue Bloods. You're probably like, what? They already been on for like a decade. This is based on Melissa De La Cruz's best-selling vampire novels. So that is in development right now. Man, there was a really bad version of the national anthem that was done in a baseball game the other day by country singer Ingrid Andress. And a lot of people wondering, what the hell was that? Well, her PR firm is working overtime and saying that she was drunk when she did it, and she's checking into rehab to get the help she needs. So, if this is true, I'm glad you're getting the help you need. It's just hard not to think this is a major PR turn right here to just say, "Hey, say you were drunk and you're gonna go get some help," right? Everybody will eat that one up. But hopefully that is the true side of the story there. And to celebrate the halfway mark of filming Stranger Things season 5 and 8 years of Stranger Things, Netflix has dropped a very special look at the making of the final season of Stranger Things. So we got that video posted up on our Twitter page as well. So check that out. And on that note, my friends, we have come to the end of the road. And that is the end of our show. So thank you for joining me right now as we wrap this thing up right around the 40-minute mark. I love it. So thank you so much for tuning in and joining me and getting caught up with the latest and the greatest. AmIOnTheAir.com is the official webpage. So make sure you bookmark that. It's got everything you need. But go to Facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir and give us a like. Like us over on Twitter, X, Threads, whatever one you do your most social mediaing at. And follow us at Am I on the Air, all one word, or myself directly at DX Don Mega. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music. We're on everything. So make sure you subscribe and leave a little review or a thumbs up, 5 stars, whatever you want to do on whatever platform you listen to the most. Make sure you subscribe to us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We're on all the social medias as simply Am I on the Air. Our quick 1-minute quick thought video reviews are now streaming on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. They're on our YouTube channel under the YouTube Shorts, and doing really well over there. So glad to see some traction getting on. But hey, man, they're fun little videos to do. Every time I see a new movie, man, we give you a quick 60 seconds. What did I think? In and out. So make sure you subscribe and follow. Once again, TikTok, Instagram, for a reel, or on the YouTube Shorts, just simply Am I on the Air, all one word. Thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. Follow on Twitter at Red Dragons Radio, all one word, and Pop Culture _ Pros. Thank you guys for always streaming our show on demand and helping us get more exposure. We always really appreciate that. And on that note, my friends, that is the end of the road. As I said, this week we'll be heading to the IMAX theater to check out Twisters. Very excited about that one too. One of my most anticipated films of the summer. So very excited to see where that one goes. And then we'll be back next week to talk about it and whatever else comes down that road. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace. Red Dragons!